Hello again. So, um, my first real uh, task, I suppose, is to create a jig that will work. Um, Now, to be honest with you, I think I'm probably more worried about the jig in some ways than I actually am the frame. Because, of course, if you make a mistake with your jig, with alignment or getting things off square, then potentially your first frame is going to be out. Okay, and if you don't notice it, potentially your second frame is going to be out. Because of course you're not going to build a jig and then just use it once. You're probably going to use it a few times. Hopefully, if you enjoy it and you get somewhere. Um, so my idea is I'm going to build what looks like a picture frame. Okay, so a big rectangle. All right. Um, that's then going to have aluminium extrusions bolted to the inside of the frame, okay, which enables me to slide um, componentry up and down. What I say componentry, jig attachments. So this is extruded alloy, okay. You can see that groove going down it. Okay, I'm going to bolt. It's actually really stiff stuff. Okay, and of course you can add attachments to the side of it like this one. Okay, and I can make those slide up and down. Okay, in the grooves. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the aluminium extrusion, sorry, to create the fixtures that are going to hold things like the bottom bracket shell. It's going to hold the seat post in the correct place. If I use a conventional seat tube, that is. All right. I don't know quite yet how I'm going to do that. Obviously, it needs to hold the steerer tube in position, and all of these items need to be in the exact correct position. All right, they all have to be in line. Anything out of line, you can imagine if your steerer is out of line, your forks are going to be off alignment as well. The bike's just going to ride like a shocker. Okay, I mean, you'll probably be able to ride it still, but it ain't going to be nice. Okay, and I would like to think that I'm going to get mine as in line as I possibly can. All right, but we're just going to have to see. Okay, so I have designed a real basic jig. I'm just going to show you a picture of this. Like I say, it's all in drawings. Okay, don't go off the if you're going to use my design, don't go off the measurements exactly. Okay, because I might have tweaked them a little bit. Okay, but you can probably draw your own opinion on how you might want to do yours from, like I said, my mistakes. Okay, so here's a picture of it. Okay, so I want to use 40x40 as my base. Okay, two 40x40 going on the side, both sides. Okay, and then 40x40 going across the top. Okay, keep it in focus there, and there's going to be a gap running down the center of these two 40x40s. Okay, which is going to allow a steerer fixture to potentially go through the center and then down to my extrusions. Okay, the aluminium extrusions, which is going to be bolted to the inside edges of this. All right, all will be revealed. Okay, and then I'm going to attach a bit of tube to the top of here to then hopefully, if it's not too heavy, fit it in my Kestrel bike stand so I can spin this around, fit it into the bicycle stand. I can spin it around, I can change the position of the frame, so I can get to the welding points a little bit easier, because everybody says, like Paul Brody says, by the way, Paul Brody is a fantastic guy to listen to, absolute legend, such a good guy to listen to for tips. Okay, I think he's fantastic. I'd love to be 1/10 of his skill level. Okay, but he says you've got to be comfortable, along with a lot of other welders. You've got to be comfortable to create a good weld. So the idea is I can spin this around, I can change the angle of it in my stand, so I can weld comfortably. Okay, which should hopefully give me the best chance I've got of creating a half decent weld. Okay, sticking some tubing together with some decent welding will be a good start, wouldn't it? Okay, so that's the design. Okay, and I'll see you soon. Hey, I forgot to mention, if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. There will be more videos, I promise you. It just takes me an age to edit them. Okay, I didn't realize how long it takes. It takes a long time. Anyway, like and subscribe if you like. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I'll see you later.